so all the accordion players, please stand up. Please stand up. Put your hands in front of you, and we're going to just do this right here. You're going to just go in like this. Put your hands like this. That's right. And then you go back the other way. The other way. See that? And then what you do is that you start putting your fingers together like this and start touching me. See, your thumb, your second finger, stretch it. Stretch it, the fourth, the fifth. Stretch, stretch, stretch. So you feel the pain right here, see?
Tony?
And you try to touch me.
I'm tired already.
You can't touch me, can you? Yeah, one guy did come up and touch me.
Come on.
And you got to then shake your hands, shake them down, and sit down. Now you're ready to play the flight of the bumblebee.
Oh. Yeah, domani sera.
Now, does that make sense? Now you see, I'm ready to play. The next thing we have is that it's like if you know, golfers warm up, they warm up before they take the shot. And then you pick up your accordion, and the first thing you start doing, you start playing over the waves. Doesn't work that way. Okay? So the next thing that you do is you will pick up the accordion and then you just do some various exercise or doodling, and I will show you that, what that is. Okay? Now, if I was doing a seminar, I usually have some material I pass out for you so that you can see it. Okay, the next thing you know I'm going to be doing is a cordless accordion. This all took place when I do the national anthem for the Kentucky Wildcat basketball teams. Now, you heard about the Kentucky Wildcats, haven't you? University of Kentucky. Whoa. See, I come from Lexington, Kentucky, which is the land of the, what? Fastest 2 minutes in sports, the Kentucky Derby. All right, so I have with the receivers back over there, transformers right here, transmitter. And when I turn this on, the accordion's going to play. Now, I can go outside in the street out there and play, and you will hear it in here. Now, that particular system right here, if you can go down to Radio Shack and buy one, but believe me, if you get something that's inexpensive like Radio Shack, you're going to pick up police calls. And that has happened. Not this one, but I know guys that sit there and they will buy, I'm not going to mention names, but one is Electro Voice, and they said, I picked up one for $150. Oh, nice. But let them go across the street from where a police station is, or a hospital, or an ambulance is coming by, and that thing is going to scream at them. So this particular outfit is a Shure system, S-H-U-R-E, Shure. It's around $700. I carry two, always carry a backup. I carry two accordions. That particular accordion is the Petosa accordion. Anybody want to tell me what you think that accordion's worth? I can't hear you. What? Got it. Isn't that something? $12,000. Since it's your wife's birthday, go to the table and get yourself a CD free.
I got two of them, I know.
Go pick up a CD. Give him a CD over there, would you, darling?
Okay.
Go pick it up. Go pick it up. And be sure I sign it. We're going to have a couple of more like this, so I'm going to give you some other questions too. And if you win, you'll get a CD. I wouldn't pick up the one that's a white one. Yeah, that's the latest one. Okay. By the way, everything that's on that table is that there's 4 different CDs in there, and most of the songs that we're doing this evening. Okay. Now, you have an amplifier here. Usually, I'll carry 2 amplifiers, one on each side, and I sort of just pulled off one of them because this is such a small room, and I don't think you needed all that blast. But when I start to play, it doesn't make any difference where I am. The sound's still going to come out of here. So that was the reason for the chorus. And he was correct. The accordion does cost about $12,000. But right now, as we speak, I think they're about $14,000. What makes the accordion so expensive is the wood. Now, granted, you can buy accordions for $500. The guy in front of me has 16 accordions. You can only buy one. How many accordions do you have? 16?
18.
18. I lied. He has 18 accordions. You ought to hear him play them all at one time. Sounds like hell. I've heard him play. He's an excellent accordionist, by the way. Very good. And so what takes place is that there are 4 companies, probably 5, in Castelvedola, Italy, that makes accordions similar to like General Motors makes Pontiacs, Cadillacs, Chevrolets. The same thing applies for accordions. So the accordion company here that makes Petosa accordions could be making Dalape, they could be making Cucinellis, they could be making pan accordions. I don't know. But that's how that works. So if a guy comes along and says, well, I'm going to get an accordion for $150, that's fine. Buy it. But don't expect to have the sound that you're going to get out of an accordion like this. I'm not selling accordions. I'm just trying to see if we can to let you people understand a little bit better about the accordion. Now you take my picture. Come over here, sweetheart.
Yay! Yeah.
Take the picture. Shoot, I'm waiting.
Wait.
Any day now, hey?
Look this way. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Good. Thank you.
One of them did.
Don't forget, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Okay, now, are there any questions before I go on? Yes?
When did you get that accordion?
When did I get the accordion? That accordion there, I had it in Korea.
Korea.
By the way, when you want to clean your accordion, you can use pledge, any kind of polish, furniture polish, but put the polish on the rag. Don't put the polish, don't spray the accordion, but put the polish on the rag. Yes?
What about the piano keys? What do you clean the keys with? Alcohol or?
No. Oh, no. You never do that. No.
That's not,
I just put a little furniture polish on there. Okay? One of the things about it is that you got that camera running.
Yes, I do.
If your accordion is wet and you are playing it, try playing it with a cloth and wipe it down. Now, you notice that, again with that picture?
oh, wait.
God, I hate to see when I start playing what this guy's gonna do. So you just wipe it down. How do you do this? Good night.
Take the rabbit and hamster.
What you do is that you take your scales and take your C, E flat, F, G, play the chord. Hear it from me. I want to see what's there. Now, how do we do this? No. You know, it's amazing. I hate to practice. I've been a guest of Tony and Lisa's house, and a great cook. Excellent food over here. Put your hand on. Excellent. And he could tell you, I don't think he heard me practicing. I hate to practice, but when I do, it's a different story. But the best thing that you could do, practice, look at this, they're walking in on me. The best thing you could do, hey buddy, you missed it. We had a Las Vegas type show. We had nudes and everything. He's in another world. That's not me you're picking up. Hi. Hey, good to see you. Anyway, you play in the dark. How many of you have my videos? Do you have my videos? Okay, you play in the dark. You play in the kitchen. The best place to play is in the bathroom. Why? Because of the acoustics in there. The acoustics are so great that you can hear this booming sound coming at you. So you play in the dark. Shut the lights and play. If you're playing music, then go ahead and just take the music away, shut the lights, and play. If you're going to make a mistake. Of course, you know the neighbor's going to sit there and say, And there he goes again. He's shutting off the lights in the kitchen to play his damn accordion. But that's the best thing you can do. There's no memorization. You play in the dark. Any questions on that?
Can't read the chords.
Huh?
Can't read the chords.
Hey, another switch. They're still walking in on us. We might build this place up yet. Okay. Any more questions before I get off? Because during the concert, I'll be doing some more stuff with you all. Okay? Yes. And I'll be telling you a little bit more about my life history and what had happened. And I've been retired for 31 years, and I just started playing again 3 years ago. We were with the three sons, and we were very fortunate, played every major city in the United States and half around the world. Okay, so just about 10 minutes, we'll begin. Thank you.
Check that out.
Lisa?
We've heard him many times. Those of you who may not have heard him, I will guarantee you are in for an amazing feat of accordion playing. I think one of the things I admire so much about Tony is his physical strength to play the accordion the way he does. I've tried doing some of the things he does. There's no way I'm going to do a Malaguena 100% bellow shake all the way through. I get about the first line out and I'm tired. But of course I'm an old man, you know. But anyway, you're going to enjoy Tony. He's going to talk to you as well as play for you. And he's already introduced himself. And you have lots of literature back there about him. He is a famous accordionist, and we're very fortunate to have him with us. So let's give Tony a welcome, and Tony, take it away.
Stand up and do God Bless America, eh? Round of applause. You did a good job with it. From my latest CD called Then and Now. You all remember Bye Bye Blackbird. Everybody knows what that means. Let's not all talk at once. Who said bad woman? You go to that table and pick up a CD right now, buddy. It's yours. Go get it. Go get it. I'll wait. I'll wait till you get back. And don't forget, let me sign it. The CD's not any good unless it's signed. Model feminine, bad woman, he's right. Luciano Pavarotti. Anybody know him? You do? This is a medley of 3 from his latest CD called Pavarotti's Greatest Hits. Speaking of Pavarotti, I travel all over the country like we were talking before, and we give out little helpful hints about the accordion and so forth. And I'm going to be 71 years old, so I thought I might pass this stuff along, you know. But there was one lady in Dallas, Texas. I was a house guest. And I asked her, says, play the accordion for me, Helen. And she said, no, I'm not going to play the accordion for you. And her husband said, play the accordion for him. That's what he does, you know. He can help you out a little bit. She said, would you sing for Pavarotti? I said, no. She says, I'm not going to play the accordion for you. expecting an ending. Once I can say this is mine, you can't take it. As long as I know I got love, I can make it. Once in my life, I found someone who needs me. Who needs me? Well, once in my life, made famous by the fabulous Tony Bennett. A lot of folks say I look like Tony Bennett. There must be this Roman nose. That's no pimple up there. But we do a vibrato on the accordion. A lot of folks say, hey, what kind of software program are you using on your CDs and videos? Because you vibrate the accordion. Well, gang, it's live. So we're going to do this song, and I'm going to walk among you. Just sort of like shake hands with me, and I'm going to vibrate your hand. If you got a shoulder, no, where's that woman with the broken arm? I can stay away from you. I'll do the other hand. And if you've got a shoulder problem, and we'll vibrate your hand, okay? Hang in there. Try that other arm? Mario, relax, relax, relax. Ah, bravo. You want me to shake that camera? Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy that. For those of the folks who've never heard this before, we have what you call signature songs. As Joe introduced it before, this is called Malagueña. And the reason why I'm playing this so early in the show is because, believe it or not, but I have a bad shoulder. And so the doctor told me, he said, you have got to warm up. Now, if you were paying attention when I was playing, you notice I did some little short bellow shakes in there. It sort of warmed up, and I think I'm a little bit warm right now, right? So I'm ready for this. But the thing about it is that when I say signature songs, a lot of folks want to know whether or not you're still capable of playing it. So believe me, before I go on tour, I climb 25 flights of stairs a day, 5 days a week. So that's what it's going to have to take. But anyway, I didn't climb 25 flights of stairs all week. I was sitting there eating all that spaghetti and meatballs and everything else. So anyway, Joe, this is for you, buddy. By the way, if you got to go to Bacalzo, it's right there. You got 5.5 minutes, and I'll be through. You're very kind. We should get a bus and take you with me. Sit down. Thank you. Sit down. Thank you. You're very kind. Somebody ought to throw some wood on the air conditioner.
Please, can we open that for him? Can we try that for him?
Try what?
Open this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay. That's okay.
Well, actually, this is.
Yeah, it is a little warm. Thank you.
You need a glass of water.
For those, I'm going to deviate from what I normally do right now. Not because I'm tired, but when I started with the little mini seminar we were doing, if you all want to do the bellow shake, we have a bellow shake video out there that can help you. Now you notice I just closed the accordion.
We could milk something out of that.
Are the toilets open?
Yeah.
Good. And you must remember one thing. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
You want to stand?
Oh, I'm okay. Leave it alone. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm great. You want to be sure that you have perfect control of the instrument. You have to have control of the accordion. If you don't have control of the accordion, it's going to go away from you. Now, if you watch closely when I was playing Monogonia, there were parts in there where I got a little bit heavy with the accordion. You notice my chin went down. That's not showmanship. That's holding the accordion, because the accordion would have been shaking back and forth. My hand would have been flying off. But you must remember this. You notice I squeezed my hand in here. Squeeze your hand in it. Look at this. It squeezes in there. If it's sitting out there in left field, you got a problem. So watch. All I'm doing is up and down. Open it up. Always play the bass. Did you see how I did that? You want to see it again?
Yes.
You want to see it again? You lock the accordion. Play the bass. The accordion is going up and down. When it opens, it should be doing. You notice I'm doing up and... You have a tendency of doing it this way. Why? To kill you. You wind up like her, broken arm. That's what she did. She's a left-handed accordion player. She's the bellow shaker with her arm. Good
Tony, you want
sport.
some water?
I don't mean to be making fun of you, really.
Want some water?
No, I'm fine. Thank you. When I pass out, you can pour it on me. Okay, so you want to do it this way. No, you want to do it this way. Yes. You see how tight my hand is in there? Always play the bass. And then you want to pick it up. Okay? Does that make sense? Then when you want to accent it, another thing is that I heard some accordionists since I've been in town here, and they all have a tendency of playing oompa, 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 and that's what gives the accordion a bad reputation. I can do that, gang, but there's a difference. You can... Like that. Let your third finger stand down. If you pick up that video, hints, tips, and helps, and you'll pick that all up. If you want to do rock and roll for the grandkids. That's the third finger again. back to that little later around the program, and I'll demonstrate that again for you, okay? Does it make any sense? This is what we've been going out to. My last tour, this, as a matter of fact, I have one more concert after this. This year, I traveled 12,446, tack on another 610 miles to that to come here. But anyway, I have met some great accordion players. And I met some great accordion players, one sitting right in front of me. But they're fantastic. But there is, you know, take another step, go further. And that's what I'm here for. Okay? Because you don't think I'm making any money doing this, do you? You gotta be funny. My check is so small I can cash it on a bus. Anyway, it's a good thing that Tony took it for me. It's fantastic. All right, I started playing the accordion when I was 5. And at the age of 7, I was doing things like Nola and Dizzy Fingers, all of that stuff that everybody's been playing for the past 70 years. Brought to here by the old country, Sharpshooter's March, all that good stuff. We're still playing it. But I didn't realize that when I was 7, my father would take me out to these roadhouses. And he'd walk in there and says, I got a kid in the car that can play. He's 7 years old, he can play Nola, Dizzy Fingers, and I said, I bet you do. He said, well, if you feed us, I'll let him play. So sure enough, my dad would come out and get me, put the accordion on me, and I started doing all of these things. And I didn't realize what my father was doing. He was in the back of the room, bootlegging. He was selling wine back there. He used to make it in the cellar. And one day we were in Erie, Pennsylvania, and the feds came in. He come running at me, grabbed the hold of the accordion. We're coming, let's get out of here. He was flushing the wine in the toilet. He threw the accordion in the back seat. And I says, hey, my case. I didn't get the case. He said, forget about it. I said, I didn't get to eat. Forget about that too. But that was the last time we started doing that stuff. But anyway, some of the things we played. Remember this? You still playing that stuff? This one? And my father would say, you know, you're standing there like a tree. And the people on the left can't see what you're doing, and the people on the right can't see what you're doing. Do you ever notice accordion players today, how they play? They do Remember that one? Huh? 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 How about that? You know that one too, huh? I like to play the easy ones like this. Sam is, you're all going to go, woo! My brother Sam had the longest running television show in history. My brother Sam was the producer of the television show called Hee Haw. Woo! And I'll never forget the time because I was retired. I lost the hearing in my left ear and I went into the hotel business. He came to me and he says, Tony, quit playing hotel store. He says, come out with me to Nashville, Tennessee, and help me pull some wires together. I want to produce a show called Hee Haw. I said, what? Hee Haw. You know what a jackass does? Hee Haw. Hee Haw. I said, and? He said, I'm going to have Grandpa Jones and Roy Clark and Buck Owens. I said, Sam, you're talking cowboy music here. Cowboy music. He says, no, it's called country. That's the first time I heard the word country. And gang, for the rest of the story. My brother went on to make $31 million producing Hee Haw for 27 years. And guess what Tony was doing? Washing dishes at the hotel. And the dishwashers would show up, somebody had to do it, right? Anyway, he would come to me when I was just a little guy, and he says, have you heard that accordion player on the Horse Height radio show? I says, and his name is Dick Contino. I says, so? He said, he plays Lady of Spain. I said, hell, I can play Lady of Spain. You don't understand, Tony. He plays Lady of Spain with Flash. I can play with Flash. Still don't understand. He shakes that thing. She's explaining it to him. I didn't say shake this thing. I said shake that thing. And I says, Sam, I can shake this thing. Lady of Spain, huh? My manager would come to me and says, Lovello, can you shake that thing and play Lady of Spain? I said, you kidding? I can do it in 2 keys. You want to see that again? This is for you. See it again? keyboard. We're going to try this thing again. Remember this trick we do here? Feels good when you clean it off. This is from Broadway. This is a medley from the Phantom of the Opera and Jekyll and Hyde. This particular song, we will demonstrate what we're talking about, full control of the accordion. And also, when I do come down, I could miss, but chances are I won't. Because I know where the accordion is. It's not in the parking lot. It's not on the floor. It's on me. And it's controlled. I have a back strap. I'm tight here. And I know the Lord's with me because I'm not going to miss that. But I have missed it a couple of times. But when I do, you know about it. Sammy Davis Jr., remember that? Well, I can tell you what kind of fool I am. I was in the hotel business for 31 years. Had a wonderful resort hotel. 370 rooms, 2 swimming pools, 18-hole golf course, 3 kitchens, 127 employees, 65 of them were thieves. And then I married my secretary. Never marry another girl from Harlan, Kentucky as long as I live. My mother-in-law says you don't need to. Here's a girl that picks up the phone and says, Tony, this is Joey Ellen. Damn it, I know who you are. I've been married to you for 31 years. When we first got married, of course, I've been with the 3 sons all over the United States and all that. They would all say, the entire staff, 3 weeks. That marriage is going to last 3 weeks. Damn, I wish they were right. She's explaining it to him again. And now we're making a movie called Run From My Wife. And the reason why I have a happy marriage is because I'm never home. But I'd rather be with you folks right now. We have a wonderful couple here that is celebrating their wedding. They just got married. She said that she is 67, and I believe he is 71. Just got married. She wanted to see if I can play a request for her called It's Impossible. Where's that bus? He wants to hear It Had to Be You. I think we'll just settle for Frank Sinatra's Strangers in the Night. Once again, we're going to deviate and show you what the trick is. Now you'll find this all in those videos. Instead of playing it like this, we show you how to play it like this. Got the trick? Nice and steady. Who knows what I'm doing? Hello? I know you're there. I can hear you breathing. We all know what Lovello shaking, don't we? My wrist is going up and down. Everybody see that? If you don't see it, leave the room. blast it? Soft it. See, boy, I tell you, people are rough out there. You want to blast it? Don't you? Medley of tunes I've been associated with for a good many years. Might bring some pleasant memories. Once again, we have these arrangements, don't we, Brandon Burr? All these arrangements are computer written, and it comes with a video of how to play it with instructions to it. But you remember now, Twilight Time can be played like this. But we show you how to play it like this. Not a glissando, which is important. And I don't know how some of these guys come up with some of these glissando. Everything has got to be clean and neat and hear it. Every note counts. And if you don't do it. If it doesn't fit, you don't force it. Want to see it again?
Yes.
Want to see it again? You see? Now, you've been doing this all night, and you all want to see it again, and I've been playing it for you again, and yet you don't get the trick that half of the notes I'm not even playing. My thumb is doing it. Want to see it again? Now you saw it. Amazing what that can do, right? How many remember this song? I can't hear you. Don't all talk at once. Huh?
He said it.
Who said what? You remember the Ames brothers? Well, the three sons recorded it first, and then the Ames brothers came along and put the lyrics behind it. And it really flew. you. You know, we always have a problem when it comes to recording. And you'll get this email in there and say, how come you don't play a couple of polkas? And how come you don't record Arrivederci Roma? Well, give me a break, will you? Like, do you know it? To what I'm doing? Are you really paying attention to what I am doing? Yeah. You are. Do you notice when I do the bellow shake, I'm at a stance like this? You notice that? You see, because if you played like, stand up like that, like Joe does or something, you don't have balance. And no, not Joe, this Joe over here. And you don't have that balance, see? But if you stand like this, you see, and you lean into it. You got that balance, you get that control. Now, you know what happens when I am bellow shaking and walking around? Anybody know what I'm doing? I'm showing off. What am I doing?
Showing off.
I can't hear you.
Showing off.
They say, can you do that polka? We even do the bellow shake. You'll find that one in the Millennium accordion. That's that 14-pound accordion that Tony tried. It's a reedless accordion by Petosa. Anybody heard of that reedless accordion? You'll find it. It's in that CD over there. Okay, we even do the Bear polka. You want to see me shake this thing?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
What am I doing?
Showing off.
I can't hear you. No more showing off.
We don't believe that.
Did you miss yet?
No.
Did you hear the polka?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
He's going to talk Italian to him. Now, watch out the cameras there. There, watch out. Wait, med. Guarda. Camera over there. They found out you're Italian. Ladies and gentlemen, let me thank you folks for being so kind to me. I really enjoyed it. You're small, but you're mighty. Mighty small. But I really do appreciate that kind applause. And maybe sometime we'll meet again somewhere along the line. But meanwhile, yes, you wanted to ask a question before I leave?
Can you put it Spanish eyes, please?
Spanish eye? I'm going to close with that. How do you know? And what do I do when I walk around? I'm going to show off. And so what, another question, Brandenburg, what?
Yes, would you like to say what year you went with the Three Sons?
I was with the Three Sons in the latter part of '49 and stayed with them until '57. And then Charlie Magnati joined the Three Sons and hurt his back, and I went back and I finished off the engagement at the Tropicana, and then with them until '59. And they're all passed away. And we're all getting there, aren't we?
Would you refresh my mind? I can only remember Art Dunn.
Artie Dunn, Al Nevins, Morty Nevins, then came Johnny Romano.
The two Nevins.
Right.
Thank
Then
you.
came, yeah, then Ferraro was in there, played guitar. I can't remember, we had, when I came on board, we even had Morty Gould played the organ. We did the Let's Dance with the Three Sons and the pipe organ. And Artie Dill was not playing the organ. Now what happened in later times when we were on the road, it's just like the Ink Spots had 3 groups of the Ink Spots. So there was 2 units of the Three Sons, one recorded, one was on the road. So when we would come in, we had no idea sometimes who had already recorded some of the songs. Most of the recordings probably were recorded myself and Charlie Magnani.
Thank you.
And see, how long has Magnani passed away, didn't he? And not too long ago, I ran into a gentleman by the name of Lou Stover. Anybody know Lou Stover? And I did a concert in San Francisco. And he said, I want to show you something. And he showed me Charlie Magnani's Excelsior with the rocker switches on it. And I said, I'll give you $5,000 for the accordion, now, cash. He says, no. And believe me, that is a jewel if you can get your hands on it. Because that was the original accordion. He did one video, and it wasn't a video, it was a film, and which he did about 4 songs, and they put it on a video. I guess they copied it up. And I understand there's only 3 videos out, and I had one of them. And we're sworn not to make any copies of that one. But anyway, that accordion is in that particular video. Any other questions? I am happily married, by the way. I just put it on.
Do you still practice every day?
No, I do not practice at all. Yes.
You said
Do I, Tony? Do I practice?
I didn't see it.
I've been there 3 days. You never heard me practice. No.
you said you
It's not how long, it's how well. Yes.
you said you started playing, I guess seriously 3 years ago again. You started playing again.
Yeah, I was in the hotel business for 31 years. Do you know this Nile disease? Okay, I had that in Florida, and I had what's called encephalitis. It kills your spine. It goes into your spine, right? It can kill you. It can kill you, leave you blind or deaf. And it sort of, they caught it, and I lost the hearing in my left ear. Now, I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me, but I do not hear the bass when I'm playing the accordion as we speak. Because once I start playing the right hand, I have no idea what the left hand is doing. I can, I know I'm there, but I hope it's there. Sometimes you'll see the bass is a little bit louder. The accordion was especially set up that this bass has an extra microphone in there so that I can hear that bass a little bit. I do hear a lot of it, but I mean, not too much of it, but I do hear a lot of the bass sometimes. It overpowers the right hand. Yes?
But when before you picked it up again and started playing, I have to believe you still were playing.
Yeah, I would do the national anthem for Rupp Arena. And I do Red Cross benefits things. I play for nursing homes, and sort of kept up with it.
Yeah.
But when I first went out and did a concert, my wife, and this is the truth now, I was married to her for 29 years, and she never heard me do a concert because naturally when I got married to her, I wasn't playing anymore. So we went to Vegas and we did a concert. And after I came off the floor and I was wringing wet like I am now, and she came to me and said, Tony, you played at a cotton awful hard. I said, what? You played at a cotton awful hard. What the hell's on a cotton? I tell you got to be married to one to understand it. She's going to call that a window. It's a window. W-I-N-D-A. Okay, Spanish Ice. Last question. What is it? Yes?
You don't seem to be wearing anything right now. Like, you're not aware of the weight, or...
I can hear, once I start playing the right hand, no, I'm guessing I'm playing the left hand, but I'm hearing it. But
the weight that you're holding, like you're standing there like you're not holding anything. You don't show that you're wearing an accordion. Is that just natural, or...
Well, I wear the accordion high. Is that what you're talking about?
You don't act like you're wearing an accordion.
No,
Show
no, you're molded into it, see? It's just like getting on a horse. If you don't have control of that horse, he's going to take you where he wants to go. You have to have control of that animal, so that's the same thing. And once again, the most important thing is to be sure that you warm yourself up before you play. Now, when I get off of here, I'm going to put my jacket back on. It's no different than playing sports. I mean, no different than a pitcher. Because we may go to someplace this evening. I guess they want me to perform at a little restaurant somewhere. Then when I do that, it's going to start all over again. Okay? And then you're very susceptible to catching a cold, whatever. Anything else?
You ever met
Okay, Dick and Tino and I just did 3 concerts together before I came here. We played Leavenworth, Kimberley, British Columbia. By the way, I want to tell you the story about British Columbia. And we also played Vegas together. Dick is 70, well, he's 73. And I'm going to be 71. I was asked to play in British Columbia. I'm not making fun of these people, but I'll tell you how sometimes how rough it can get. I was asked to play the opening theme that I just did for you all, America the Beautiful, and then God Bless America. And I was in Canada when we did this. They asked me to do that. And when the people got up to sing God Bless America, a lot of Canadians were very upset with me. They thought that God Bless America was the national anthem for the United States. And I said, no, that's not the national anthem. That's Kate Smith's national anthem.
Right.
and there was about 450 people or so, and I got a standing ovation except for the first row of Canadians. They just sat there with their arms folded. And I went to the guy and I says, you got a problem? I'm sorry. He says, you didn't play our national anthem. So I immediately turned around and went back to the microphone and announced that I was going to play the Canadian national anthem. They all stood up, and I really didn't know the song. I started it out for them. And I walked over to a friend of mine. I says, hum it, Mike. Hum it to me. And he said, I'm an American. He didn't know what to do. So I was caught in a trap. But we got out of that. But anyway, God bless you. Take care of yourself. Spanish act.
molto
You
stanco.
start, I'll follow you.
Ok. Ok.
You're a singer repetition Rome, I'll follow you. Go ahead.
Back to Sorrento.
Go for it.
What you going to sing?
I don't care. Which
Non profuma fine, sento cuore se ne va, e molto mi torna triste, stai lontano da sto cuore, nella terra dell'amore, stai gelata nel sonno. Ma non me la sa, non darmi su dormire, d'ora nato c'è la luna mezzo mare, mamma mia, mare dai. Figlia mia, cosa dare, mamma mia, per farci luna. Sei di rogna, pizzaiolo, e tu vai, e tu vieni, sempre pizza, ma lo non c'è capo la fantasia, pizzulia, la figlia mia. Mamma, mi voglio maritare. Mamma, mi voglio maritare. Mamma, mi voglio maritare. Figlia mia, cosa dare, mamma mia, cosa dare. Mamma mia, c'è la luna, mezzo mare, mamma mia, mamma ridare. Figlia mia, cosa dare, mamma mia, pensarci tu. Parla più piano, vieni qui vicino a me. Voglio sentire gli occhi tuoi senza di me. Nessuno sa la verità. Un giorno o l'altro poi con noi insieme a te io resterò, amore mio, solo con te. Parla più piano, vieni qui vicino a me. Voglio sentire gli occhi tuoi senza di me. Nessuno sa la verità. E un giorno o l'altro con noi è un piacere. Dice loro. Voglio bene a che non mi scorda mai. Lolo! That's after 14 hours of working with the food.
All of you, okay, ready? 1, 2.
È un piacere, guarda. There you go.
Okay, I gotta be back.
Se ti ricordi
1,
questa
2.
qua, come on.
Up, you only got one more.
Sta-
You only got one more. Thank you.
What do you want?
Thank you. Gotta look this way. Okay. You ready?
Maya.
Oh, towel.
Maya,
Towel.
you're not so- Bravo, grazie. Ma you guys got dessert for everybody, tiramisù? Yes, Io Good. ritornelli. Non importa perché quando era con lui me li parava, ma adesso ha 7 anni.
chiamano bionda,
Ha perso la pratica.
mi chiamano bionda.
Senta, scusa che c'ho